So a couple weeks ago, I made a video called "Notre Dame is Overrated," as like a rebuttal to people saying that. And now I can't even say anything. It's just that used to be the case. It used to be the case where everybody hated on them for no reason when Brian Kelly was here. But now, Brian Kelly couldn't win the big games. Marcus Freeman can't win the small games. He just has no discipline. I just hate him as a coach. It's 3 years into your head coaching thing, and we're still losing Northern Illinois. It's still happening. You send out 10 players on the field against Ohio State. You are terrible at substituting, and you are atrocious at developing players. There's not a single player that looks better than they were last year. None of these players get developed. Brian Kelly couldn't get the high recruits, but he developed these 3 stars into stars. Like most of these stars on these past teams were Brian Kelly, dudes recruited by Brian Kelly that he developed. He was great at developing them. Now Freeman gets the 4 stars and the 5 stars, but they do not get developed at all. Jalen Snead still sucks. Riley Leonard is possibly the worst quarterback I've seen wear a Notre Dame uniform. I need Angeli to play next game. Angeli is so much better. Hell, Tyler Buckner could have been in Northern Illinois. Angeli could have been in Northern Illinois. I think CJ Carr could have been in Northern Illinois. The only upside Riley Leonard has is he's fast, but they stopped running the ball with him after the first quarter for no reason. He looked rattled at home versus a MAC school. Riley Leonard is so unbelievably ass. I hate it. Angeli needs to play. That's the only way Notre Dame can still make the playoff, I think. If Angeli goes out there and plays, and they show that this game was a fluke and they changed the quarterback and that's what they needed. But Riley Leonard, I don't care that he's a transfer. I don't care that he's older. He is terrible. I know Marcus Freeman is too much of a wimp to actually make that move, and I know Riley Leonard's going to be starting still. He has not earned it. He is terrible. Kingston Vilamu-Asu, the linebacker, I think he has great potential. Why was he playing in this game? He made 0 good plays. He let up that 90-yard touchdown you saw before. He let up a very important pass on 3rd down. He's terrible in pass coverage. He doesn't even look to the quarterback. He just tries to come close to the receiver, but he can't make a play. He's never in the right spot to make tackles. The linebackers are never in the right spot. All the linebackers suck except like Jack Kaiser and Jay Nosberry. I don't know what they were doing with these substitutes. Half these guys should not have been on the field, and they were on the field like the entire game. Notre Dame's own fans were booing them at the end of the game, and they deserve it because Notre Dame played so bad. This is how they played against Stanford, 2 seasons ago. I thought they would change. I thought they would get these transfer quarterbacks. Sam Hartman was actually a good quarterback. I thought they'd get that and, actually be good. But no, it's the same old Marcus Freeman. All right, Brian Kelly didn't do this. Brian Kelly was a million times better. Marcus Freeman would never get a guy like Ian Book and make him good. He would never do that. I waited 8 months to watch my team play college football, and I forgot that we have an absolute dumbass as head coach and a quarterback that couldn't throw a pass more than 10 yards. It is so aggravating, especially when I spend my entire day at the game just to have them lose to Northern Illinois. What is going on, Notre Dame?